10 forward.
Good luck, everyone.
Guys, remember it's 120 laps, so try to keep it under you. Watch your tires.
Good luck, guys.
Yeah, good luck, everybody.
Gonna be on the outside. The road is closed this time. Line up behind the 96.
All right, guys, tighten them up. First gear.
Clean them up real good here. Get ready to go. Pace cars off. Be ready. Green flag. Inside. Still inside. Clear if you need it. Inside, you're going to have to call it. Inside's clear. 19.444.
Lap time 19.444.
Mine ain't got much either.
P10. Laps of fuel 257.
It done the same thing last
Lap
week.
1 of 120.
Oh, I got plenty now that the race has started.
13.93.
Lap time 13.931.
My shit's all the way up in the yellow.
Laps of fuel 255. Lap 2 of 120.
13.937.
Lap time 13.937. P10. Laps of fuel 252. Lap 3 of 120.
13.678.
Lap time 13.678. P10. Laps of fuel 249. Lap 4 of 120.
13.571.
Lap time 13.571. P10. Laps of fuel 249. Lap 5 of 120.
13.566.
Lap time 13.566. P10. Laps of fuel 249. Lap 6 of 120.
13.71.
Lap time 13.710. P10. Laps of fuel 249. Lap 7 of 120.
13.687.
Lap time 13.687. P10. Laps of fuel 248. Lap 8 of 120.
13.652.
Lap time 13.652. P10. Laps of fuel 246. Lap 9 of 120.
13.8.
Lap time 13.800.
Slow on the bottom.
P10. Laps of fuel 244. Lap 10 of 120.
14.123.
Lap time 14.123.
Clear high.
P10.
Outside.
Laps of fuel 242.
Still there, your door.
Lap 11 of 120.
13.891.
Lap
Still
time
there.
13.891.
Still out there.
P9. Laps of fuel 241. Lap 12 of 120.
Still there. 14.275.
Lap time 14.275.
All clear, my man.
P9. Laps of fuel 239. Lap 13 of 120.
14.076.
Lap time 14.076. P9. Laps of fuel 237. Lap 14 of 120.
13.8.
Lap time 13.811.
No pressure, Dustin. I'm real happy just riding right here.
Laps of fuel 236.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to save my tire just a little bit.
Yep, that's what I figured. That's why I'm happy right here.
13.
Lap time 13.576. P9. Laps of fuel 234. Lap 16 of 120.
13.6.
User disconnected from your
Lap time
channel.
13.638. P9. Laps of fuel 232. Lap 17 of 120.
13.944.
Lap time 13.944. P9. Laps of fuel 232. Lap 18 of 120.
13.673.
Lap time 13.673. P9. Laps of fuel 231. Lap 19 of 120.
13.882.
Lap time 13.882. P9. Laps of fuel 230. Lap 20 of 120.
13.8.
Lap time 13.800. P9. Laps of fuel 229. Lap 21 of 120.
13.728.
Lap time 13.728. P9. Laps of fuel 228. Lap 22 of 120.
13.744.
Lap time 13.744. P9. Laps of fuel 227. Lap 23 of 120.
Thank you, Dale.
13.761.
Lap time 13.761. P9. Laps of fuel 227. Lap 24 of 120.
13.7.
You guys just go ahead and race.
Lap time
Don't need to back me up.
13.769.
Good job, Dale. Good job.
P9. Laps of fuel 226. Lap 25 of 120.
Way out one. So you
Lap
guys do
time
that around.
13.721. P9. Laps of fuel 224. Lap 26 of
Good side, Dale.
120.
13.7.
Lap time 13.742. P9. Laps of fuel 223.
Inside.
Lap 27 of 120.
Inside, Brandon.
13.776.
Lap time
I see you.
13.776. P9.
Thanks, sir.
Laps of fuel 222.
Don't forget to blink,
Lap
guys.
28 of 120.
13.805.
Lap time 13.805. P9. Laps of fuel 221. Lap 29 of 120.
13.803.
Lap time 13.803.
All right, man. We got an opportunity here. Let's take advantage of it now.
Laps of fuel 220. Lap 30 of 120.
14.7.
Lap time 14.790. P10. Laps of fuel 218. Lap 31 of 120.
13.7.
Lap time
Thank you,
13.784. P10.
No problem, guys.
Laps of fuel 218. Lap 32 of 120.
13.709.
Lap time 13.709. P10. Laps of fuel 217. Lap 33 of 120.
13.705.
Lap time 13.705. P10. Laps of fuel 216. Lap 34 of 120.
13.7.
Lap time 13.787. P10. Laps of fuel 215. Lap 35 of 120.
Not a spot, I don't think. No, he is not a spot.
Lap time 13.897.
13.897.
P10.
Still there. Clear.
Laps of fuel 214. Lap 36 of 120.
Thank you.
14.
Lap time 14.011.
No problem.
P10. Laps of fuel 212. Lap 37 of 120.
13.7.
Lap time 13.760. P10. Laps of fuel 211. Lap 38 of 120.
13.7.
Lap time 13.775. P10. Laps of fuel 210. Lap 39 of 120.
13.718.
Lap time 13.718. P10. Laps of
Inside,
fuel
inside.
209.
Clear him. Clear.
Lap 40 of 120.
14.646.
Lap time 14.646. P10. Laps of fuel 208. Lap 41 of 120.
14.083.
Lap time 14.083. P10. Laps of fuel 207. Lap 42 of 120.
13.692.
Lap time 13.692. P10. Laps of fuel 206. Lap 43 of 120.
13.6.
Lap time 13.669. P10. Laps of fuel 205.
Going low.
Lap 44 of 120.
13.8.
Lap time 13.816. P10. Laps of fuel 204. Lap 45 of 120.
13.74.
Lap time 13.748. P10. Laps of fuel 203. Lap 46 of 120.
13.8.
Thank you, sir.
Lap time 13.873. P10. Laps of fuel 202. Lap 47 of 120.
Burning my tires. What's left of them up down.
14.005.
Lap time 14.005.
I was trying to
P10.
hold you up too bad there.
Laps
Okay.
of fuel 201.
You're good.
Lap 48 of 120.
But tell how close she was to me.
Lap time 13.748. P10. Laps of fuel 200. Lap 49 of 120.
Go low into 3.
13.82.
Lap time 13.826. P10. Laps of fuel 199. Lap 50 of 120.
13.783.
Lap time 13.783.
Go low.
P10. Laps of fuel 198. Lap 51 of 120.
13.8.
Lap time 13.871. P10. Laps of fuel 197. Lap 52 of 120.
13.9.
Lap time 13.967.
Outside. Still
P10.
out there. Clear.
Laps of fuel 196. Lap 53 of 120.
Take that.
14.003.
Lap time 14.003. P10. Laps of fuel 195.
Go ahead, Cam.
Lap
Thanks,
54 of 120.
13.92.
Lap time 13.920. P10. Laps of fuel 194. Lap 55 of 120.
13.6.
Lap time 13.666. P10. Laps of fuel 193. Lap 56 of 120.
Going low.
13.951.
Lap time 13.951. P10. Laps of fuel 192. Lap 57 of 120.
13.643.
Lap time 13.643. P10. Laps of fuel 191.
Keep taking care of your
Lap
equipment
58
too.
of
We're halfway in the race.
120.
13.829.
Lap time 13.829. P10.
Thank you, Brian.
Laps of fuel 190. Lap 59 of 120.
13.7.
Lap time 13.750. P10. Laps of fuel 189. Lap 60 of 120.
13.6.
Lap time 13.673. P10. Laps of fuel 188. Lap 61 of 120.
13.764.
Lap time 13.764. P10. Laps of fuel 187. Lap 62 of 120.
Go ahead, Rick.
13.866.
Lap time 13.866. P10. Laps of fuel 186. Lap 63 of 120.
13.933.
Lap time 13.933.
Working the bottom inside.
P10.
Inside quarter.
Laps of
Clear.
fuel 185. Lap 64
Thank you.
of 120.
14.981.
Lap time 14.981. P10. Laps
Sorry
of
about
fuel
that, I missed my button.
184. Lap 65 of 120.
13.8.
Lap time 13.899. P10. Laps of fuel 183. Lap 66 of 120.
Thank you, buddy.
13.69.
Lap time 13.690. P10. Laps of fuel 182.
Sorry about that,
Lap
Dakota.
67 of
No
120.
problem, Dale. No problem, bud.
13.679.
Lap time 13.678. P10. Laps of fuel 181. Lap 68 of 120.
Stay low. Stay at the bottom.
Lap time
Caution.
13.964.
Caution.
P10.
13.
Laps of fuel 180.
Christine, get that
Lap
toy from that
69
guy
of
down. Quit bothering me.
120.
I'll sign
Got
it.
a turtle there.
Closed right now.
Lap time 16.180.
Hey, was that my fault?
P10.
I haven't looked yet, but
Laps of fuel
I
181.
don't know.
Lap 70 of 120.
Did I catch you at the wrong point there, Kelly?
73. Got the lucky
I
dog.
got
I haven't
Got a
looked yet,
lap
Dale.
car
Let me look,
coming
but
to your outside.
something happened.
Pit road is open. Gonna line up behind at 48.
Lap time 24.149. P10.
You're gonna have to come around at
Laps of
92.
fuel 180.
You're gonna have to come around
Lap
at 73.
71 of 120.
I can't see what happened
Put
until
down
the
safety
towing is
drive
done.
off of 2. All right, buddy. Line up behind the 73.
203. 200. 100. 0.
Behind the 73. Come around the 73, buddy. You're killing me here. Tail end of the field. All right, looks like you're going to be lining up behind the 73. When you leave the pit, look at the Belanda line. Make sure you're aware of them. What? You got officials down there, Chad? Tail end of the field is the rule, so we need to get back. Oh, 1 to go. According to my sheet, you should be on the inside. You're gonna have to come around to 73.
Could be a tricky start with these old tires.
Coming to the green here. Get it cleaned out real well. Get a nice start.
Yeah, man.
Pace cars off. Green flag. working the outside. But we're going to have to pit here. Getting a little every lap, baby. You just stay on him. Still out there at your quarter. Still out there.
Not letting me watch the replay, Kim. When I get done with the race, I'll figure it out.
$203. 100. 0.
Fucking pitting is a nightmare here.
Yeah, it got me for, I don't know, I got a 60-second
The
penalty.
good thing is it's got a lot of lanes. I mean the tracks gives you a little room to get around if there's a tight spot.
I don't know why I drive this car at all. This might be the last one, I'm telling you.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Lap time 121.622. P11. Laps of fuel 171. Lap 76 of 120.
.272.
Lap time
He's going to
19.272.
come back because they're doing a great job.
P10. Laps of fuel 169. Lap 77 of 120.
13.6.
Lap time 13.694. P10. Laps of fuel 169. Lap 78 of 120.
13.5.
Lap time 13.597. P10. Laps of fuel 168.
I'm not sure. It looks like I may not have given you enough room when you tried coming up so you could hit your
Lap
marks.
time 13.552. P10. Laps of fuel 167. Lap 80 of 120.
13.645.
Lap time 13.645. P10. Laps of fuel 166. Lap 81 of 120.
13.575.
Lap time 13.575. P10. Laps of fuel 165. Lap 82 of 120.
21 out.
Lap time 13.563.
Those lappers out of the way, Earl.
P10. Laps of fuel 164. Lap 83 of 120.
13.748.
Lap time 13.748.
We'll lap the leaders on.
P10. Laps of fuel 163.
Thank you.
Lap 84 of 120.
13.685.
Lap time 13.685. P10. Laps of fuel 162. Lap 85 of 120.
13.6.
Lap time 13.600. P10. Laps of fuel 161. Lap 86 of 120.
13.603.
Lap time 13.603. P10. Laps of fuel 161. Lap 87 of 120.
13.687.
Lap time 13.687. P10. Laps of fuel 160. Lap 88 of 120.
13.7.
Lap time 13.710. P10. Laps of fuel 159. Lap 89 of 120.
Inside.
Inside you, John.
13.946.
Lap time 13.946. P10. Laps of fuel 158. Lap 90 of 120.
14.3.
Lap time 14.346. P10. Laps of fuel 157. Lap 91 of 120.
13.676.
Lap time 13.676. P10. Laps of fuel 156. Lap 92 of 120.
13.955.
Lap time 13.954. P10. Laps of fuel 155. Lap 93 of 120.
14.675.
Lap time 14.675. P10. Laps of fuel 154. Lap
Don't worry
94
about me,
of 120.
90, hang on, 97. I want
Lap
13
time
laps down. I'm going to mess with you. Just go ahead and drive your line, man.
P10. Laps of fuel 153. Lap 95 of 120.
13.6.
Lap time 13.656. P10.
Staying high, Chris.
Laps of fuel 153.
Outside.
Lap 96 of
Clear
120.
outside. 13.7.
Lap time 13.714. P10. Laps of fuel 152. Lap 97 of 120.
13.6.
Lap time 13.661. P10. Laps of fuel 151. Lap 98 of 120.
13.8.
Lap time 13.808. P10. Laps of fuel 152. Lap 99 of 120.
13.787.
Lap time 13.786. P10. Laps of fuel 152. Lap 100 of 120.
13.731.
Lap time 13.731. P10. Laps of fuel 151. Lap 101 of 120.
14 clap.
Lap time 14.000.
Outside.
P10.
Still
Laps of
outside.
fuel 150. Lap 102
Still there.
of
Clear,
120.
clear. Outside. 13.9.
Lap time 13.983.
Clear outside.
P9. Laps of fuel 149. Lap 103 of 120.
13.9.
Lap time 13.909. P9. Laps of fuel 148. Lap 104 of 120.
Staying high, Dustin.
13.797.
Lap time 13.797. P9. Laps of fuel
Go get 'em, man.
147. Lap 105 of 120.
13.959.
Lap time 13.959. P9. Laps of fuel 146. Lap 106 of 120.
13.885.
Lap time 13.885. P9. Laps of fuel 145. Lap 107 of 120.
14.055.
Lap time 14.055. P9. Laps of fuel 144. Lap 108 of 120.
14.179.
Lap time 14.179. P9. Laps of fuel 143. Lap 109 of 120.
Clear. Inside. 14.519.
Lap time 14.519.
Clear low.
P9. Laps of fuel 143.
Keep it up, baby. I
Lap
got white flag.
110 of 120.
Brown. 14.6.
Lap time 14.636.
Thanks,
P9.
guys. One caution.
Laps of fuel 142. Lap 111 of 120. Lap time 14.063.
Checker flag.
P9. Laps of fuel
Hell of a day,
149.
man.
Good right,
Lap 1 of 120.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Tires are great. There wasn't any issues with them at all.
If you'd have got a start there.
Hell, I've got lapped at 50, 55 laps, man. How do you compete against that kind of speed?
203.
Woo!
100.
You don't.
0.
Just watch. Congrats on the win, Chris. Congrats, Chris.
Make sure you can bring your car across the scales. Thank you.
Hey, Kim, I was looking at the replay, and it looks like what I did was tried to get away from the wall a little bit. At the same time, you was coming up to hit your mark to turn into the turn.
I'm trying to get a look at it right now.
Lap 66.
No, actually it's 71, and you came down on me. I knew you were up there. I never went up the thing. You just came down into the third lane.
Well, either way, I apologize. It was not my intention to, take anybody out.
I think I messed it up anyway. I don't think he's far enough.
Yeah, I just looked at it again. You came down really hard. You're going to need to figure out to know where the right side of your car is.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you run triples or a single monitor there, Dale?
Single.
Yeah. It's hard to judge that. I know when I got triples, it made all the difference in the world when I was up against the wall. I could finally judge my distance a little bit better.
Oh yeah, triples is a world of difference when it comes to seeing beside of you.
Dustin, you had a good run tonight too.
Well, thank you. I didn't know if I was going to make it through the whole race, but my headache started to go away, and I was running too good to just pit it.
I heard that. You do have a function of both of your arms now, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, if it ain't an arm, it's a head. What the hell?
I was just waiting for you to mess up, Dustin, but you kept her clean, bud. Good job.